been playing this godforsaken video game for over 10 years now, and that's not a fun thing for me to say. It didn't feel good when those words were coming out of my mouth, but it's the truth. I've been playing religiously since FIFA 14, and I played a little bit before that as well. Since there were literally formation cards that you had to apply to your players, to the goated World Cup mode of FIFA 14, to price ranges in FIFA 15, FUT Draft, FIFA 16, FIFA 17 introduced squad building challenges, dynamic cards, and then after that we kind of spiraled into 700,000 coin packs. But I just feel like a grouchy old man at this point because I've gone out and I've tweeted things like, in FC 25, I don't want 40 new promo cards, 70 active SBCs, non-stop promo packs, gold cards phased out by November, 200 different card types of shiny different colors that I don't even understand anymore. Take me back to the good old days. So today, since I've been a part of this game for so long, and I was even part of the EA Game Changer Network, the creator network in which I was one of their golden boys. EA loved me for a little bit, I guess. I got flown out to Cologne, Germany, got to play FIFA 20 early, got to record content with EA employees. I got to go out to New York City on their dime. It was fun. But after 2 years, I decided it was time to hang up the boots because is EA Sports really a company you want to be directly associated with? Their morals are on a completely different side of the spectrum to mine. And so I left. And now I think it gives me enough of an experience to give a 1 billion IQ ranking of all of the FIFAs since FIFA 14. So we're going FIFA 14 all the way up to FC 25. And we're going to go ahead and put them into a ranking that starts with goated like my YouTube channel, which, by the way, you should subscribe. Solid gaming experience. Meh. I don't think any other words are needed. Didn't hate my life. Terrible, gross, ew. And EA go to hell for releasing this. So that is our ranking system. I think every single FIFA or FC has fallen into one of these categories. And we start with FIFA 14, and it is hard to beat FIFA 14 because this was the first game I fell in love with in the FIFA franchise. I played FIFA 11, a little bit of 12 and 13, but FIFA 14 really, really grabbed me and said, hey, you're going to be addicted to this for the next decade and more. Hope you hate your life enough to get really involved in this godforsaken video game. And for that, the fact that it was so super well balanced, you wanted to open packs, you wanted to grind so you could open packs. There was a good balance between FIFA points and coins still at this point, and the promos truly meant something. Packing an inform was still exciting. Packing a team of the season was electric. It really got the dopamine going. And I'm going to put this in goated like my YouTube channel. That deserves to go in the top ranking. Will it be first overall? We'll have to see. Next up, we have FIFA 15. A lot of people say that FIFA 15 is their favorite. And to be honest with you, I don't hate that take. Okay, if FIFA 15 was your favorite ever FIFA, I think a lot of that might be because FIFA 15 was your first FIFA, and it was a very good game. The gameplay was better than FIFA 14, and the menu content was also pretty spectacular. You still had all of the best things about FIFA 14 in FIFA 15 other than the World Cup mode. However, once March came around, EA decided to get very greedy, and they added price ranges to the cards. Price ranges absolutely destroyed the market in FIFA 15. You went from cards being maybe a little too expensive, and I'll admit that, but now no card sold or it was extinct on the market. So literally 99% of cards either you couldn't sell on the market, and then the rest of them you couldn't buy on the market because they would sell within a second every single time. It was a disaster. And it kind of opened up other avenues. You could collect cards that were extinct and spend hours trying to get a team of the season silver Elton. But in the reality, it was such a great game. It was goated like my YouTube channel all the way up until March. And then after that, it was kind of meh. So for that, I'm going to put it right in the middle into solid gaming experience because it was in this category for the first half of the game, and then it was in that category for probably the second half of the game. So I think putting it in the second category is fair. Next up, we have FIFA 16. FIFA 16 this one's probably my most controversial take. Because FIFA 16's gameplay, I may have been the best at. And it wasn't terrible gameplay. I love dribbling in FIFA. That's probably my favorite thing. I love to do skills. So FIFA 12, FIFA 13, of course. I was a fan of. But I love to do skills. I love to dribble around, even with players who had the technical play style in FC24. I enjoyed using those cards more. And so FIFA 16 was right down my alley. I won some tournaments. I played really well. I was Division 1 in seasons. But the truth of the matter was that none of the promos hit like they did in the previous 2 years. It was such a boring game. They dropped Foot Draft, which was cool for about a week, and then people just started uploading 97, oh my God, impossible Foot Draft videos for the next 51 weeks as we waited for the next FIFA. We're going to put FIFA 16 in terrible, gross, ew. It was not a good video game as a whole. If you wanted to grind gameplay and play 3,000 matches, maybe this is more your style game, but I like a solid, balanced mixture of menu content and gameplay, and it just didn't deliver. Some games are going to be on the other end of the spectrum where the menu content is good, but the gameplay isn't. This is terrible, terrible menu content and at best, good gameplay. So we're going to put it in terrible, gross, ew. Next up, we had FIFA 17. And this was one of the most anticipated FIFAs ever because of the fact that we were waiting for this game since November. We were like, oh my God, we still have 11 months until the next FIFA in 17. So we are waiting a long time for this game, and it delivered. It completely revolutionized the game. They spent pretty much every minute during FIFA 16 preparing for the next game because people were saying this game is too boring. And so they came out and they created Weekend League. They came out and created the Daily Knockout Tournament, which was also spectacular, although it was rage-inducing. And then you also had the introduction of squad building challenges, which was incredible. And it still is. Squad building challenges is awesome. They've just taken it down a route recently that hasn't been as fun. But then you also had the introduction of ones to watch cards, which were the first dynamic cards ever released into the game. FIFA 17 is goated like my YouTube channel, and I'll be honest, I'm going to put it above FIFA 14. I'm going to put it right there in the front, goated like my YouTube channel. Those are the top two. Next up, we had FIFA 18. FIFA 18 was almost a copy-paste of FIFA 17 because, hey, you just had a blockbuster hit. You might as well come out with a sequel, but this one didn't really live up to the first one's hype. It was kind of like Avatar 2. It was not quite as successful as the first one. And so we're going to go ahead and put FIFA 18 in meh. It wasn't terrible, but here's the deal. This was the year that the gameplay was actually very good for the first couple of weeks, and then they dropped a patch that seemingly slowed down the entire game. Everything got clunky, and it turned into ping pong. It was really good because we got teased with good gameplay, and then when they dropped a patch, it was never the same. And that happened very early on, so for most of the year, it was just not fun to play the game. And then on top of that, the promos were pretty much copy-pasted from FIFA 17, and on top of that, they weren't as good, and they were getting leaked. This was the first year that SBCs started to get leaked onto Twitter and Reddit, and Yasser Qureshi was starting to really pop off on Twitter, teasing which next SBC would come, but then people would be like, hey, it's this SBC. I think this was also the year that Timo Werner, the Brazilian from Juventus, came out, so that's memorable. Either way, it goes into meh. It wasn't a solid gaming experience, but I didn't hate my life. So meh is fitting. FIFA 19, however, FIFA 19 is the biggest monstrosity that we've ever seen in video gaming history. FIFA 19 was a combination of the most rage-inducing, terrible gameplay that any video game has ever released, with a ton of menu content that didn't matter because nobody wanted to use the cards that they actually got. Playing the game was worse than watching paint dry. I'd rather do my homework than play this game, okay? This was, if you were a content creator during this time, it was like working a 9-to-5 office job that you hated with every cell in your body. FIFA 19, if there was a category below EA should go to hell for releasing this, I'd put it in that. This is worse than any indie game you'd ever see. I don't care if there was a game that you spent $60 for and it didn't even work. It didn't even turn on. It'd be above FIFA 19. The passion of hatred that I have for this video game is unmatched by anything in my life. I don't hate easily, all right? I love. I'm a lover, okay? It takes a lot for me to get me to hate you. I hate FIFA 19, and I will hear nothing otherwise in the comments down below. Moving on to FIFA 20. Here's the deal. FIFA 16 came out, and everybody was super anticipating FIFA 17. It was the same thing for FIFA 20. We had a very bad game, and so people are like, hey, Are we about to have another renaissance? Are we about to have another game changer? Are we about to have another FIFA 17? The answer was no. FIFA 20 goes and didn't hate my life. It could have been worse. Absolutely. And I got to play this game a month early. You had Volta introduced into the game, which I don't even know if the majority of people even clicked on once. But in the end, you had some cool promos towards the end of the game. And this was really the first time that they strung you along and connected the back half of FIFA to the next FIFA. Because there was always this like 2-month period where nothing was really happening. And this year you had Summer Heat, you had, Footies was a success. So there was some positives to FIFA 20, but overall, I just didn't hate my life. Next up, you had FIFA 21, and this is where things are starting to go off the rails. This is where EA are really testing the waters. They're trying to figure out how far can we go before they realize how absolutely greedy and like how far we're going to take this if they keep letting us take a little bit of ground. Because it starts with them saying, hey, it's just this squad building challenge that we're going to make untradeable. And then it's every squad building challenge that they make untradeable. And this is where they started to really test the waters. I didn't love FIFA 21, and I'm going to put that in terrible gross ooh, because I really feel like this was the FIFA in which everything started to change from what we used to know it into the new era of just throw everything at us. No longer do lightning rounds sell out. No longer are promo packs special because promo packs are released for the entire year. I guarantee you that at the beginning of FC 25, we get a promo pack within the before the full release of the game. I'll say that. We're going to get promo packs before the full release of the game. You know when our first promo packs used to be? November, during Black Friday. Now they come out before the full release of the game. They're not really promo packs anymore. They're just the standard packs. So 7.5K packs may well not exist anymore. And FIFA 21 is the beginning of that downfall. Next up, we had FIFA 22, and I'll be honest, it kind of blends into FIFA 21 with me, but since I don't remember it as terribly, I'm going to throw it in didn't hate my life. But as you can see, there's not a ton of FIFAs or FCs towards the end of this list really competing with the golden era between FIFA 15 and FIFA 17 and FIFA 16. Don't even think about associating yourself with the golden era. You may have been in the golden era, but you were more of a speed bump, okay? We're driving 90 down the highway, and we had to slow down for you, okay? And then we sped back up for FIFA 17. You were merely a speed bump during the golden era, okay? Next up, we had FIFA 23. FIFA 23 was actually, I think, a good game. The thing about FIFA 23 was the fact that, yes, the power curve is starting to change way too quickly, and they killed Team of the Year during this FIFA. All right, Team of the Year used to be the best promo of the year, and that was undebatable. This was the promo everybody saved packs for, everybody anticipated, everybody loved, and then they killed the pack weight. They said nobody's packing any good Team of the Years. I don't care if you save 10 million in packs. Have a goalkeeper, all right? You really thought you were going to get Mbappe? Sucks to suck. And that's what they did to Team of the Year. But then, had they done that, okay, that's fine. I don't think that's inherently bad. It should be tough to pack Team of the Years. The problem was, the promos afterwards, they continued to make higher rated than Team of the Year. So Team of the Year cards came out and they were like 96, 97, maybe 98 rated. But then later in the year, you had a ton more, 97, 98, and then 99 rated cards. What's the point of Team of the Year then? Team of the Year should be the best cards until the end of the game. Team of the Year cards should be the best cards. I stand by that fact. They should be 98, 99. They should be the best cards in the game. They should be ahead of the power curve by a significant margin to the point where July can come around and you're still wanting to get more Team of the Year cards. But Team of the Season rolls around now and they're higher rated than Team of the Year. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's easier to get into Team of the Season. I don't care if it's in June. We've got to fix this power curve issue. And Team of the Year is the biggest promo of the year. It has to be the highest rated. It has to be the best. And if you're going to make it impossible to pack, don't give them out for free in July. It really hurts. Because if you're able to get these cards for nothing in July, yet you saved up your entire house mortgage to try to pack a Team of the Year in January and you just simply can't get one, it doesn't feel like the balance is there anymore. FIFA 23, I'm considering putting in meh because I feel like it is the best of the modern era. But the thing was, it has followed 4 FIFAs that weren't very good. And so the standard was low. I'm going to put it in FIFA 23. Meh. All right? We've got 2 more to go, one of which I have not really played yet. So I don't know how accurately we can throw FC 25 in there, but FC 24 is the earliest I've ever quit a FIFA before. I don't know if you've seen my YouTube channel here, Elite, which is going to be changed. The name is going to be changed to Nitro Gaming eventually here in the next couple months. But I stopped uploading FIFA or FC 24 videos really after February. And January is when I lost interest. After Team of the Year, it really killed my spirit. And I didn't play this game at all for the rest of the year. In fact, I still have almost 10 million coins sitting in my account from January. I haven't spent on anything. If you want some of those coins, like legit, just say, hey, send me a DM down below. Just put it in the comments. I will actually give you guys some coins for FC 24 if you want them. I've got millions just sitting there. But it just didn't last as long. The power curve is changing too early now for me. And now I sound like a grouchy old man. But FC 24, it goes into terrible, gross, ooh. And it's going to go before FIFA 16 because I think that's the second worst FIFA of all time. FC 25, however, is the next game. And I don't know where to put it, but I think I'm going to put FC 25. My prediction is it's going to be Didn't Hate My Life. It's going to be right down in the middle. I don't know if we're going to get any more solid gaming experiences from EA with this franchise anymore. I don't know if it's ever going to come back. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will make sure to be dropping some trading content here in the next week. So make sure to turn on notifications for that. We're going to drop some how to start the game with 100K coins. We're going to drop leaked evolutions as well as cards that you can put into them that you should be prepared for, and the best early investments. So expect that over the course of the next week or two. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.